asking permission from the gods of the sea to traverse from the icy cold waters of the north into the warm waters of the south. Now, to replicate the icy cold waters of the north, can I please get our teams to put the ice in Jerusalem? And just so that you know a little bit more information about today, the water from last night, the water from the jacuzzi was drained, and the jacuzzi was filled with aquavit. All right, now speaking of aquavit, if I can have your attention, please. When it is the guest's turn to participate in our crossing the equator ceremony, as you exit the water, there's a complimentary glass of aquavit if you would like to have it. And let me tell you a little bit about our aquavit. The aquavit served today is distilled in a town about 10 miles northeast of Oslo, in a pot still made from potatoes. It's flavored with a secret recipe of herbs and spices. The blend is then filled into Oloroso sherry casks, at which point they are sent on container ships around the world for 6 months, passing the equator twice. So you will be drinking aquavit today that has crossed the equator at least 2 times. At this time, we now present the procession of the pollywogs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the master of the vessel, Captain Friedrich, and his senior officers. The captain knew what was happening today. He said, "No way am I showing up." No, he will be down. But would you please say hi to your hotel general manager and guest, your associate general manager, and we will add more officers as they become available. And now for the official proclamation. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye, landlubbers of high and low degree. Today we pay homage to Aegir, who is the Norse god of the sea. Fishes, turtles, mermaids, all creatures of the deep have told him of our coming and woke him from his sleep. The Viking ship known as Sky has entered his domain with vile pollywogs on board. Aegir rose from his seaweed bed and proclaimed, all on board to the sharks be fed, who do not need a claim. Then pulling up his waves to ride the flowing stream, he hurried here to meet us, and is seaside, just a beam. Now, unfortunately, King Aegir is still in the mandatory saliva quarantine. King Aegir has granted us permission to proceed. So, a warm welcome to the Sky's esteemed captain, honorable officers, crew, and treasured guests as she sails the seas across the Equator. King Aegir has granted us safe passage as long as these vile pollywogs pay the price for their misdeeds. Now, part of the traditional penance that they must pay includes the kissing of the royal fish. But, as you can see, the fish is wearing a mask. However, King Aegir has given permission for the pollywogs to instead salute the fish. Now, to the task at hand, we have a duty to perform, and there are some dastardly pollywogs who deserve punishment before we dump them into the drink. We shall read the charges against them and then punish them at will. Since most of our guests, officers, and crew have already been fully initiated and are bearers of the royal seaweed pass, to complete this task, let's bring forth the first victims. This is Lionel, our jewelry specialist. His crimes. All of the personnel who work in the shops are asked what is the first sign they would put on their door if they were promoted to manager. And here's what Lionel wrote. If at first you don't succeed, try doing what I told you to do the first time. His second choice was, if you have any questions, please raise your hand and quietly place it over your mouth. Captain and panel, should he survive or should he go in? There we go. We got a thumbs up. Into the icy waters of the north we go. Here are the charges against them. It's difficult to find fault with our superb housekeeping staff, but the training process is rigorous and eye to detail is needed. However, it can go too far. On embarkation day, 2 guests entered their stateroom that had been prepared and found the 2 guests from the previous cruise unable to get out of their tightly made bed. Sometimes during the voyage, we may encounter security dogs in the terminal, sniffing luggage bags. And a guest asked housekeeping what the dogs were looking for. They said, ship towels and cutlery. Now, your bartenders were asked to come up with new drinks for the 2024 Viking Sky World Cruise. Your Indiana's suggestion was a combination of orange juice, vodka, and milk of magnesia. And she calls it a Phillips screwdriver. And during his training exam, David was asked how he should reply to a guest that might question the taste of one of our excellent cocktails. He said that the correct response is, "I'm so sorry, but I don't believe that the recipe for this cocktail calls for your opinion." Let's get all four of them into the icy cold waters of the north. In you go. All of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Take the plunge. Everyone, please say thank you to our captain and senior staff.
People are dressed to go in.